Now, I originally came out here in the garden. Well, I didn't really come out in the garden. I came to open my rain catcher lids because it started raining early this morning. And I basically haven't been back in the house since, only to really go get the phone to start recording. I've been out here weeding in the drizzling rain, but it's stopped now. Um, yes, I've thinned out all between my corn and my herbs. I took a lot of weeds, grass that was growing up in it, and I also um, put pulled up some of the basil right there, and I took it over and put it by the other plants. But what I want to show is I kind of redecorated my little garden. I brought over this swing little lounging, lawn chair. One day I plan to kind of revive it. And I also, a few days ago, brought the table over here because it was really on a leaning hill on this part of the garden. But yes, I've been thinning grass and weeds that's been growing in my little areas. And I don't really know what these are, but I assume they are weeds. But I really don't want to pull them up yet because I don't know. But I know they're not peppers, so they're basically weeds. But again, I'm going to leave it here until I really know for sure. But these are the peppers anyway. And but yeah, I planted basil over here with the ginger. So with the ginger, I added basil. I was just saying, I also wanted to add dill, but I did bring a little dill over here. Make this like a little herb section. Pretty neat. And I thinned out. I don't know if this is weeds. Oh, I did pull them up. Okay. Yeah, I pulled them up because I don't think that's anything. But yeah, I kind of thinned out the grass and stuff that was growing here. And yesterday I harvested my turnip greens again. I stay on top of, as soon as they get big enough, I take those bad boys in the house. And these are a few of the callalus that I brought over on this side too as well. And they seem to be hanging in there okay. Um, Now, I wanted to mention something about this tomato tree plant. When I tell you this thing is so hard and thick, it's like this is like woody. And I'm going to attribute it to, this is where I buried those baby chicks at. Yep. I'm assuming it's the baby chicks, or maybe it's the brand of the tomatoes. I don't know. But this tomato tree here, I'm calling it a tree because this thing is so hard and woody. My gosh. It's spooky too to me, but yeah, that's where I buried those baby chicks at. And these are the peppers and things where I transplanted them. They're hanging in there. Oh yeah, and all over. I'm not sure what these are I planted. They may be beans. I'm not sure what they are, but they're sprouting. They coming up. I don't know what it is. I planted all kind of, well, I don't know, they might be watermelon. I don't know, but they're coming up. Yeah. And I hope they watermelon. And yesterday I planted the beet roots. Um, so yeah, those the turnips. And whatever I planted in here, they're starting to sprout. I wish I remember what I planted. It's gonna be crazy, man. And over here, the beans, They're growing. I want to thin this out and remove a lot of this weed, ground cover grass. I want to kind of remove it, then I really kind of don't. But yeah, the beans, they're coming up bushy. They're starting to want to reach out and grab something. And I had to bend this one over. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to grab hold to, but I'm just going to let them do what they do all in this section here, this area here. Now, what really triggered me to go get the camera is yesterday when I removed my little old swing over there, I had the back of it buried in the dirt so it don't pull up from this hill, this slope here. And when I pulled it up, it basically lifted up a whole area. And that's what I've been out here this morning doing. So I got me a whole nother little section to plant in. And what I'm going to do is go get the food scraps that I have in the house. Eggshells, coffee grounds, and, you know, whatever greens I've cut off, and stalks and stuff. I'm going to put all of that, I'm going to bury it in here and, you know, get ready to find out what I'm going to plant in there. But yeah, I got a whole nother little section to plant in. And I will be going to Family Dollar, whatever store, to see if they have any more boxes, because it's time to lay down more boxes surrounding my little garden areas. Yeah, I really want to start cleaning that section out. But I don't know. And like I said, I really didn't come out here to get dirty, to start working, but it pulled me in. And this the cucumber. They're hanging in there very good. Yep. And let's see the cucumber over here. Awesome, awesome. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I thought this bad boy was gone, out for the count, but it made it. It's a trooper. Yeah, strawberry looking good and strong. One of these days I'll be transplanting them. And this may be the honeydew. I don't know, but I believe that's what I have in here. Yep, say honeydew. So, and this may be an okra. And I really didn't do okra as well as I did last season. Last season I was pleased with the harvest, but these seedlings, I don't have many seedlings to grow my okra. But anyway, but yeah, that's the update in my garden. I guess I really didn't plan on it, but oh yeah, the avocado plants, they're doing very good out here. I brought them over on this corner. And okay. Oh, let's see my cabbage. Yeah, I tell you, that basil really be, I wanted to kind of take it in the house, but I went on and planted it over on the other part of the garden because it smells so good. And I would like that smell in the house. But I say, nah, I'll just keep it in the garden. Okay, I guess that's cilantro over there. And spearmint, the spearmint is coming up very good. I could take you real quick to the front porch garden. Then I'll let y'all go. Okay. Now this is the spearmint that I planted from the herbs you buy in the little packets in the store, and I rooted them, and sure enough, those bad boys doing what they do. Yep, that is something else. Now, I would love to see if they had lavender or something in the packs like that. I'll get that lavender and root them too. But yeah, these spearmints, they took off. And these are that's a pear. See, I think that's weed. But yeah, and this the pear. And this the peach, I believe. Yep, that's the peach. And that might be a pear also. I think I had 3 pears in here. And these are my lemons and the blueberry and the grapevine. Thank God the grapevine, it overcame whatever was trying to attack it. I cut off the leaves and it seemed to be doing well. I had to go ahead on and get a string and start tying it so it could come on back down this direction. But yeah, the grapevine is doing well. On the packet, when you buy the grapevines and the blueberry stuff, they say plant this season and harvest next season. So next season, I pray it keeps going with the cycle and soon fruit will be bearing. And this is what tree is this? Apple tree. All right, now that apple tree has really started taking off again. Yep, I have many more apple seeds planted. I think apple seeds are in here, but it's taken a long time for them to come up. And I have also peach seeds in here. And yeah, and they haven't come up yet, but I'm going to be patient. And when you're planting those peach seeds and plum seeds and mango seeds, you really have to pop that big hard shell over top of it because the seed is in the middle. And it was something that I didn't even know it was in the middle of the seed, and come to find out that hard husk shell around it needed to be popped too. I can't remember what it was. It might have been some type of plum that had a very small seed, but inside of the seed was a seed. So you have to find out if it's a very hard shell, because you'll be waiting forever, but the seed is covered with that hard case of a seed shell. And this the cabbage. One of the cabbages got mushy, so I gotta put something back in there. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. I may think about putting the pineapple plant. The pineapple plant is hanging in there real good. I don't know if you can see down in there. It's starting to grow in the middle. And I be feeling it to make sure it's not mushy, but it's strong in there. And those, my house plants that I butchered, I have new growth coming out of this. Yep, I have new growth. Yep. And let me show you the new growth of the other ones that I butchered. That's crazy. Thank you, Father. Keep on going. And this the callaloo that I thinned out, waiting for more to get big enough for me to go plant in the garden. That may be ready to go out. Okay. And before I go outside, these are tomato slips. Like I said, I kind of want to keep them. I believe that's rosemary or lavender. That may be the lavender. I think that's lavender. But these are potato slips, and this is a cutting, a lady. Oh, and look, is that a root? I don't know if that's a root or some something on it. Yeah, I'll just, oh, but it does have roots. It has roots on it. Okay. Yay, yes, yes, roots on it. Okay. Yeah, I see your roots. But a lady gave me some cuttings, and there are no roots on these yet. I don't see any roots in there on them yet. No roots on them yet. But that one's getting some roots. All right, I like that. That one's getting roots. Okay, now let's see. This is the other pineapple plant, and it's doing real good. I'm about ready to plant it in soil. And I may want to keep these as house plants, as I was just getting ready to say. I was basically really wanting this as a house plant, the potato vines, and now it's starting to turn yellow. I've already broke off some of the yellow, so I don't know if I'm overwatering or underwatering. I'm not sure, but I really want this as a house plant, so I kind of picture it growing up the window anyway. But real quick, and we're done. I'm done. The house plants that I butchered, and this is a gardenia that I bought from Walmart a few days ago. It was $3, and it was on its last leg. So I came home and butchered it, washed the root off, and then planted it back in the soil. But yeah, this was a gardenia plant. I had to come home and look it up because the store didn't even know what it was. But the fern that I butchered, I do see new growth coming up out of there. I see new growth. Yeah, whatever it is, it's something trying to pop up. But yeah, this was the fern that I butchered. And this was the elephant ears. And boy, I just came out one morning and it was shot up. So yeah, the new growth of the elephant ear. And I can't remember, I don't know the name of this plant, house plant that I butchered, but this one is part of that one. This one hasn't done anything just as yet. But I think these three may be the same plant. 1, 2, 3. But this one has sprouted up. And I don't remember what this is, but there's new growth on that. Yeah, they have new growth. It's new growth on this one too, yeah. But some of these, this came off the same plant, I believe. 1, 2, I don't know what this one is. But 1, 2, 3, I believe those the same plants. I don't see anything coming up on this one yet. But yeah. So the house plants look like they may go ahead on and thrive back. And this is the mullein. I was watching Humble Homestead or something. Humble Heart. I don't know. But he was teaching about the seeds from the mullein, catching the seeds from the mullein. So I will be doing that as they dry off out. And yep. And that's that. And one thing I want to say is my subscriber count is moving up. I don't know if the garden is what's gravitating the numbers towards this direction or what, but I do appreciate the comments and some of my loyal subscribers I appreciate you and thank you. And share it, like it, comment, because that does help me stay motivated, help me to stay interested in what I'm doing. Other than me documenting it for my personal use, I would like to share what I'm doing because I find it inspirational for anybody that has not done it before, just as myself. So I do thank you and appreciate your time and your attention. Have a blessed day.